Hey, what's up? This is a red-pilled feminist dating coach, Eddie here. So this video is what to say to your girl or your side chick when she tells you she needs to take some time away from you, take some time apart. However she puts it, they'll say different things. It might be like, "Hey, I need to take a couple of days off. I need to take some time to myself." Okay, here's what you say to her. And when you do this, it's going to shock her system. It will. It just will. And it will make sure that the balance that needs to be in the relationship is there. Now, this is for girls, your side chick who has been trying to become your main chick or girlfriend. She's been talking about it. She's been asking you about it. And you've been taking your time. Now, what will happen is if your girl wants to become your main chick or your girlfriend and she wants you all to herself, what will happen is she will put in a lot of work. I'm talking about a lot of work. She'll show up on time for dates. She'll be buying you stuff, bringing you things, doing things for you, right? She will. Because she wants to show you that she is girlfriend material. So what you have to do is you have to look her in the eyes. Or if she calls you, let's say she calls you up and starts talking to you. What you need to do is say, "That's fine. I was thinking the same thing." And just give it silence. That's it. Don't be upset. Don't be angry. Don't be frustrated. Don't be anything. Just say, "Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking the same thing." Now, what will happen is she will flip out because she's been doing all this work. She's been trying to prove to you. And see, here's the thing about a lot of modern women, for the most part. Of course, there's always, just generalized speaking, there's all kinds of exceptions to all this stuff. The thing is that many of modern women say they want a traditional man and a traditional relationship, but they really don't. They don't. They don't want to have the accountability. They don't want to have to deal with answering to a man, having to submit to a man. They don't really want that deep inside. I mean, deep inside they want that. It's like three layers. Deep down, women want that. They want to have a man they respect. They want to have a man who they can take care of, service the needs of. Feminine energy is about nurturing and caring, and it's biological, right? This is part of biological. Now, this is not for all women, and this is obviously talking about heteronormative relationships. But it's the feminine energy is the nurturing energy, and the thing is that deep down inside, we've been wired to mate early, have offspring, and essentially rear these offspring together, and more or less collectives. Well, as time has gone on, society and biology is increasing that energy that we have to be drawn to each other, right? But the problem is that for modern women, those long-term relationships are very difficult for them. The reason why is because as technology has grown, women have gotten more and more options. Women can, at any time, and guys, this is important for us guys to remember, at any time these women that you're dealing with, she's got dozens of guys who are trying to connect with her, okay? Now, she may be a great girl. She may be just a good girl, like she wants to be good and all that kind of stuff. But what you have to remember is that temptation, we all experience temptation, that of a grass being greener on the other side. We all experience this. And I know a lot of guys like to bury the head in the sand, pretend like this isn't a thing, but it is a thing. Your girl has sexual temptations just like you have sexual temptations. Or romantic temptations. She's got needs just like you have needs, right? So for a lot of modern women, it's very difficult for these long-term relationships to be a thing, because you're not always going to be the best option she has, and you're going to have to accept this. So what this means is that for women, okay, so what happens is women have a lot of options, and if they feel like if they even get a sense that they might be wasting their time, they'll jet on you quick. This is why women will talk how much they love you one day, and the next day just tell you I don't want anything to do with you. But what will happen is, if a woman feels like that you can feel the beta need provider in her life, she will begin reorienting her life around you. It means if she normally is going out partying all the time, she's going to turn all of a sudden start wanting to be home and get home early and these kinds of things, right? And she's going to like be showing you that she can be an asset to your life and not a liability. So she'll come over, she'll start folding your laundry, she'll start doing stuff, right? Well, the thing is what's important to remember is that most of this is a facade. Most of this is put forward as an image for you to buy into, so that you can become the beta provider that she also wants. She wants like a guy who she desires, but she also needs a guy who she feels like will be in the long haul and take care of her. So if she gets a sense that you might be that guy, that beta, that will be there, the provider type, she's going to change her behavior. But what's important here, fellas, is to remember is to verify, is this legitimately who this woman is, or is this a facade? And how much of it is a facade? The reason why I say this is because high value men do this instinctively. They know who to sleep with, who to date, who to marry. They know these things, right? Instinctively. It's built into them. And most high value men don't settle down for this very reason. Most high value men don't settle down with one woman. It's just facts. Why should they? Because they see a lot of this already. They see this that goes on. High value men value themselves on a certain level, and so they're not just going to give away their time and energy and financial resources to a bad investment. And this isn't to say women are bad people. It's just that women will eventually bounce on all of us. No matter how good you are, a woman's going to bounce on you, whether it be emotionally or physically. At some point, she is going to be gone, bro. And you're going to be left holding the bag. And high value men recognize this. So what you want to do, guys, is you're going to take your time giving away your loyalty and commitment, because this is a big responsibility for you. But what will happen is she will sense that, and she will begin to try to give you reasons why you should pick her. Now, this is one reason I'm saying all this is because this gets us to the whole point of this video. The whole point of this video is when she comes at you and she wants that relationship, and you tell her you're not ready, or whatever the reason is, she is going to eventually bounce. She's going to try to bounce. The reason why is because she's going to sense that there's someone else in her life that is of higher value, right? And this is going to hurt some of you guys' feelings, but women don't leave you with no options. They already, trust me, if your girl is talking about taking a break, taking a pause, working on herself, don't believe it. She's got other options. Just accept it. And this is facts. Your girl that you think loves you, and she may very well love you. She's got 10, 20, 30, 50 thirsty ass beta dudes online who are up her, you know what, up her box, like nonstop. And this is real facts. And for so many men, it's so hard to accept this fact. So what we start with, you need to start with is you need to accept this fact. You need to accept it. So when your girl decides to bounce on you, what you want to do is you want to remain stoic, calm, because you've been aware of the reality of things. And you say, okay, baby, that's fine. and then you move on. And immediately when you say, baby, that's fine, I've been thinking the same thing, just say it with a smile. What that will immediately do for her is it will raise her level of interest in you tremendously. Because remember, she's leaving because she feels like the grass is greener somewhere else. But when you remain stoic, when you remain calm and confident in yourself, it's one of the most attractive things you can do with a woman. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and move on. And here's the thing you have to remember, gentlemen. Women come to you because they are in crisis. They're in crisis. They are looking. When a woman decides to settle down with a man, it's because they are in crisis. It's because they are seeing the walls close in, and they are in a situation where they need a man to step in and be with her. Or once again, I'm speaking heteronormative here. This applies to all types of relationships. I can discuss about the masculine, feminine polarities, or dom sub, however you want to define that. But please don't blast this talking about. I understand this applies to homosexual relationships as well. Somebody's going to have that dominant, and the other one's got that submissive in order to have the really good sexual tension. So that's why I'm using the phrases, and I just want to clarify I'm using the phrases for that reason. So in the way I am. So the thing is that she needs that sexual tension there, right? And she needs to sense your strength. What will happen inadvertently is you'll respond and she'll sense it. And all of a sudden she'll start questioning her head, am I making the right decision? Right? And at that moment, that is where the strength is. That's where the strength comes out. Because what will happen? What happens with a lot of women is they come to men wanting to get their problem solved, or some kind of problem that they have that they need solved with a man in their life. It might just be that biological clock is ticking, right? Well, that biological clock is ticking. That's a very strong clock. Or whatever the thing is, they're in a mess. They're in a situation where they need you to fix that situation, whatever it is. But what happens is a lot of women, especially modern women, they come to you with their hands out. They are expecting you to give, right? But what you have to remember, gentlemen, that's what I want to point out. You have to remember that it's you that's bringing the price of the relationship, the value. It's you that she's coming to solve her problems. You have to remember this. And the reason why I say this is because the position of main chick, the position of girlfriend, wife, whatever you happen to be looking at, these are positions. They not only come with the benefits package, which is what everybody thinks about. You know, they're thinking about the benefits package. Oh, I'm going to have them to myself. I'm going to have his provisions, his safety, his security, his strength. I'm going to have these things to myself, right? But what most modern women aren't thinking about is the other part of it. Remember, job descriptions not only come with the benefits package, but they also come with responsibilities, duties, expectations, right? So what happens with a lot of modern women is they come expecting the benefits package, but not expecting the responsibilities that come with that benefits package. And truth be told, it's because a lot of us guys have been so beta-tized by today's culture that we don't have any, we don't put responsibilities on these women. We don't hold them accountable for their actions. Most men just worship the ground women walk on. I mean, look at this OnlyFans. Look at Instagram. If you don't believe me, look at this. Grown men paying money to see naked girls. Thirsty. This is where we're at in our culture today. So what happens is, what we're doing by working on this as men is we are taking ourselves and we're beginning to respect ourselves more. So what we're saying is, hey, look, you've been talking to me about being the girlfriend or the wife or whatever it is. Okay, that's cool. But what we're really saying is, hey, look, don't forget that position has a certain amount of responsibilities that come with it. There's duties that come with that job description. And I'm trying to see, do you qualify? Think of the stage you're in right now as a tryout. Let's say you want to go try out for a baseball team or a football team or whatever it is. And you're supposed to be trying out for pitcher, right? And you're in tryouts and all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden in the middle of tryouts, you say, well, I'm trying to go over here and go in the left field, just kind of go out there. Or you just say, hey, I'm not going to show up for tryouts. I'm not going to show up for practice. I've just decided I don't want to show up. Well, guess what? You don't qualify for that position you're applying for. Because that position, there is no show, no call when it comes to this position. Look, gentlemen, and I know a lot of us have been so pushed down on this stuff by our society, and I understand with good reason. And this is kind of what makes me, I guess, a feminist in some way. Where, look, let's face facts. A lot of guys in this world today, a lot of us, aren't worth much when it comes to what we bring to the table as far as what our responsibilities are. And it's true. There's a lot of trash guys. So as a result, there's a lot of poor treatment of women over the history of humanity. And I get it. But here's the thing. It's time for us to raise our standard of expectations, and we say, look, you have been on tryouts for a girlfriend, for instance. And what we're saying is, I will not accept a girlfriend who takes days off. There is no day off of being a girlfriend. Just like there's no day off of being a wife. Now, you're in tryouts right now. You don't get to be in tryouts for a position that has no days off and then say, well, I want to take some days off. I want to take some time apart. It doesn't work that way. So what we're going to do then is we're going to keep you in the stage where you're at. You're not ready to move on, to move to the next stage. And this isn't and the reason I'm saying this is because this is not something to be angry about. So many guys lose their shit when their girl shows her true colors about things. Lose their shit. And it happens so quick. You have guys out there killing women, beating up women because maybe they caught them with another guy, or they caught them with somebody else, or they find guys going crazy over these women, ruining their entire lives over some woman. For what? All a person can do is they can either prove that they're ready to, that they can handle a specific position, or they prove they can't. So what you do then is you either demote her, or you just get rid of her out of your rotation. It's up to you. But what you're doing is you're saying, look, she's gonna lose her mind when you tell her, that's fine, baby, I was thinking the same thing. Now she's gonna lose her mind. She's gonna lose it. Because now she's gonna say, whoa, wait a minute. I thought you cared for me. I thought you loved me. I thought you that I was your world, right? Now notice how they'll say that right after they get done trying to end things with you. And this is how it works. So what you want to do is you're going to flip the script. You're going to say, no, baby, it's fine. You go do you, whatever. Hit me up if you change your mind. If I'm still available, we can see what's up. That's your way of telling her that, hey, look, you didn't make the cut this season. You were trying out for a girlfriend role, but you just didn't make the cut, and I'm sorry about that. But maybe we can try again next season or whatever. We're going to downgrade you. You've shown that you can't handle this position, so guess what? You don't get that position. You get some other position. Maybe you didn't make the football team. Maybe you're a water boy or whatever, or water girl, or you're whatever it is. And you don't have to get upset about it. You don't have to get angry. In fact, doing those things is a surefire way to flip the balance of power into her hands. See, this is all a test. All of it is a test. It's a test of your strength. And what a lot of guys don't realize is that women are constantly testing us. Always. And they can't help themselves. They cannot help but test you all the time. They're going to test your strength. They're going to test whether or not... Because remember, women are constant, and the female nature is constantly thinking, is this the best option I can get? And remember, with the internet and social media and dating apps, they know that you're not the best they can get. You're not the best dude on the planet. It's the truth. I hate to break it to you. No matter what you're good at, how badass you think you are, there are hundreds of thousands of guys, possibly billions of guys, that are better at that than you. And this is a harsh reality. Don't believe me? Try to start your own YouTube channel. Start trying to do your own content. And look, and then all of a sudden you start noticing what other people are doing. You can feel very inferior very quick. Because you're not going to be the best at everything you do. You're going to have to accept that. And you're going to have to accept the fact that there's a bunch of guys out there that are better than you. And if you can learn to accept this, you can learn to expect the unexpected. What you do is you expect that conversation to happen. You just expect it. When she says, okay, baby, that's fine. You go do you go do you, that's fine. Bro, this will blow her mind. It will. And it will show your true inner strength. Now, here's the thing. What you have to remember is that you have to value yourself, man. You have to. Meaning this. You don't just take her back and put her back into the tryouts. She's already shown she can't handle that. So what you have to do in your head is you have to remember that. You have to say, look, and you can even tell her, say, look, when she wants it, y'all can, if y'all want to start hanging out, that's fine. She's going to start pushing you quick, trying to get back on the tryout schedule. But you can just tell her, say, look, straight up, just look her in the eyes and say, baby, look, you were applying for girlfriend, but girlfriend doesn't have days off. That's just how it is. And you can be straight up honest with her about this and say, baby, you applied for the girlfriend position. You were in tryouts for that. But the thing is that the girlfriend position doesn't have days off. There are no days off for a girlfriend. So what you did effectively is you're in the middle of tryouts and you wanted to take some days off of tryouts. So all that tells me is that you're not ready for that position yet. You're not ready for it. And just laugh and just say, I love you, baby, but you're not ready for it yet. That's not to say you can't be. That's not to say, I don't want that. You're a wonderful person, but I'm not seeing that you meet the minimum qualifications. Now, see, what this does is it flips the script. What this does is it lowers the temperature, and it helps her, and the most important thing it does is it holds her accountable for her actions. You're not being a jerk about it. You're not being an asshole to her. You're not making fun of her. You're not trying to cause it. You're not trying to hurt her in any way. You're just saying, baby, you're not ready for this position yet. And it's the same thing with any job out here. If you've ever worked in a job and you've tried to apply for a promotion in your job, you know how this feels. Sometimes you go to apply for a promotion and you just don't get it because you didn't meet the minimum qualifications. Or maybe there was someone else there that was better than you. And they needed to fill that position real quick, and so they went ahead and got that person that was a better fit. So many people, there's people out there who get butthurt about that. I've done that before in companies I've worked for. I've missed out promotions. I didn't get upset about it. I didn't meet the minimum qualifications. And once again, this is how you this is how the communication is key here. You're not being a jerk to her. You're not being rude. You're not telling her it's impossible. But what will happen is you have to be honest. This is just being honest. You say, baby, look, you didn't meet minimum qualifications for this job position, but hey, guess what? Here's another job position that you do qualify for. It's side chick. Side chick is an open position. You know, that's a nice position where, and you can even tell her, say, you know, another thing you can do is if she tells you she needs some space, just say, that's fine, baby. That's the benefit of being single. You know, you can come, you don't have to report to me. You come and go as you please and do what you want to do. And you can use that line even if you're together. Even if you're married to her, if she says, hey, I need to take a break, you just say, that's fine, baby. That's the benefit of being single. You can just come, you can do whatever you want to do. That's fine, you do it. And then maybe when you're done with that, you can hit me up. We can see what we can work out at that point. And that's being straight up honest with these women. And that's the beautiful part about this method. If you'll be straight up honest, it lowers the temperature and it will drive them crazy for you. Because they will sense your strength. And this is the truth. This is what this is really about. It's not about a show or facade. It's about having respect for yourself, guys. And I mentioned that earlier, like, you gotta have respect for yourself because nobody's gonna respect you more than you respect yourself. And if you let someone in your company try to come work for you or come try to apply for a job and they don't show up, they call it, they don't, no call, no show. They tell you they need to take some time off and they don't have the vacation time. If you let people disrespect you, then they'll never be able to respect you. So I think I just hit my time limit on this video, and hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I will if you put your comments in here about some things that I wanted to wrap up. I was trying to say that nobody's going to respect you more than you respect yourself. And you cannot let people come apply for job positions in your company, which for yourself, and not respect you. I don't tolerate disrespect in the company. You disrespect me, something's going to happen. You're going to get written up. It's going to be a referral. There might be a demotion. You might get fired from the company, right? And it's nothing personal. There's nothing personal about this. It's just that, hey, this company has value. What I'm offering has value. This position has value. If you don't see that, or if you don't qualify, that's fine. Let's put you in somewhere that you do qualify for. You know, being single, side chick is a great position, because guess what? Side chick, you can come and go as you please. You don't have to report to anybody. And you know, some of you women out there, y'all need to embrace being side chick. I'm gonna do a video on this. You just need to embrace it. Why not? Look, you get to come and go as you please. You don't have to report to anybody. You don't have to explain what you're doing, why you're doing it. You get to live your life and do what you want to do. Come here, go there, whatever it is. Embrace being side chick. And sometimes you need to just tell the woman you're dealing with, say, look, I love you, baby. I care for you. You're a wonderful person, but at the same time, you're just not cut out for this position. That doesn't mean we don't have other positions in the company that you can be part of that would work better for you. And if you'll speak this way and you'll actually let them know this, I'm telling you right now, it will change the game and how you interact with yourself. And most importantly, it will allow you to begin to focus on what's important, which is yourself, to work on your goals, to work on your mission and purpose. Stop worrying about chasing these women, wasting your time chasing these women, while your life is literally passing you by. Part of the problems that you're having right now is because you're chasing these women. You're not focusing on yourself, on what you need to do, how you can be working on your money, working on your looks, how can you work on your fitness, what can you be doing to improve your situation, you know? And this a part of this is the reason why she wants a break, because you don't have your stuff together. And that's the truth. And that's, once again, this is another cold, hard truth. Part of the reason why she left you is because you don't have your stuff together. Your money's messed up. Your attitude's messed up, your business is messed up, your finances, your lifestyle is messed up. Remember, women always have a better option. So you can't be surprised when she wants to see if that option is truly better, right? You can't be shocked about it. And this is part of self-responsibility, accepting that you have responsibility in this, and part of that is respecting yourself, putting yourself first, and saying, "Look, I gotta focus on myself. I got this company to run. It's called Eddie Incorporated, or whatever your name is, John Incorporated, or Jason Incorporated, whatever your name is that's watching this. I got this company I got to run, and I got to make sure that all this stuff is working right, because if it's not, then I'm going to have more of these problems. And hey, if you want to apply for positions in this company, that's fine, but I'm not just going to give those positions away. They're not just benefit packages. They actually come with job duties and responsibilities and expectations for employment. So if this isn't a good fit for you, let's move you to a position that it's a good fit for you, you know? And you can be straight up honest and literally say this. You can just say, "Look, baby, let's put you in a different position." You know, side chick, I think, is a much better position for you. And don't be afraid for her to not be happy about this. Don't be afraid to walk away. Just say, "Okay, babe, well, if that doesn't work for you, let me know if you change your mind." Then you move on, you walk away, and you just let the cards lay where they are. She'll come back to you. She'll want to reapply. She'll want to get put back in the same spot she was before, but you're not going to let her. You're going to put her back to where you think she needs to be. You set that up, get her in her new job role. Make sure she understands her job requirements and the benefits package and what's included in that position. And then you just let her do her thing, and you let her prove to you where she needs to be in the company. It's as simple as that, guys. Put yourself first, respect yourself first, respect your company, your business, which is you. Put that first. You won't have all these problems, and when they do arise, you'll know how to handle them, and you'll be able to shift where things go. Your company will be strong enough where you can actually build on that. So I hope this is helpful for you. If it is, like and subscribe to the channel. I know this is a long video. I'm gonna put it together in 2 parts. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks.